Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my pick and analysis for the 2016 Week 7 NFL matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Well, in this particular game, don't be flabbergasted or be in a state of shock, people. I am going to take the Baltimore Ravens. The defense may not be that ravenous right now. However, between the two teams, it's just very simple that Baltimore is just a better team right now than the New York Jets. Sadly, I am a New York Jets fan, and I think really about the only team that's worse than the Jets right now are the Cleveland Browns, unfortunately. Right now, you look at Baltimore, okay, they've lost their last 3 games, but they have been close in them. They've lost the last 3 by a combined 11 points. And their run defense is very good. They've only given up about 70 yards per game on the ground, and they do have some people that can intercept the ball. They have 8 defensive interceptions, which is near the tops in the league. They're in like the top 5 anyway, at least in total team interceptions as far as defensive interceptions go. So you look at the New York Jets. It's sad because I want to say something positive about them. I really do, but I really can't find a whole lot right now. The team right now, they've lost 4 consecutive games. They got plastered by Arizona last week, and their games are not really have not been as competitive recently as the Baltimore Ravens. You look at the Jets, they lost 28-3 during this stretch. They also had another game in which they lost 24-3, and they had 6 INTs thrown by Ryan Fitzpatrick. They're going to go with Geno Smith this week, and perhaps and maybe to help revive and rejuvenate the struggling offense. But obviously this is a floundering team right now. The New York Jets are also dead last in scoring offense right now. They're going to be without the services of wide receiver Eric Decker. They are allowing 290 yards per game as far as passing yards per game go. So as far as their pass defense has been lamentable. This is a team that at one time had prided themselves on defensive play, and right now, the Jets also are dead last in terms of turnover differential in the NFL. You're going to put Geno Smith in. I really don't know if that's even going to be better than Ryan Fitzpatrick, but I understand and think what the Jets are attempting to do. They're trying to give a spark to this team and help inspire them. They will be at home. It can be advantageous for them. Their last home game, I believe they lost. It was to Baltimore. Not Baltimore, Seattle 27-17. They made that game competitive. So there is hope for them in this game. They right now sitting at 1-5. One more loss would do everything but knock them out of the playoffs, because you look at the way New England and Buffalo are playing right now. You figure Buffalo may very well get 10 wins anyway, and the Jets can't afford to lose one more game, but I do believe they will lose this one as well. And they are just really, this is a team that is just struggling in really all phases of the game right now, and they are, right now, as I stated before, number 32 in scoring offense in the league. If you were to tell me at the beginning of the season that by this juncture of the season, entering Week 7, they would be dead last in scoring offense, I would have a hard time believing it. And Baltimore is like number 7 in their total defense, and they're only giving up about 19 points per game. Now, another thing that could be advantageous for the Jets is the fact that wide receiver Stephen Smith may not be playing. His status is questionable. Defensive player Terrell Suggs, his status is questionable as well. Baltimore, it seems like I saw somewhere that they've been ravaged with injuries. So that could be a positive for the Jets, but I'm still going to go with Baltimore. I think it'll be a competitive game because the Jets are going to play with a lot of desperation and urgency, I think, because of where they're at right now in the season, and they're really their season right here. I think they lose one more. I mean, they may not be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, but with 6 losses, with Buffalo and New England in their division, I kind of see it like it would be about the end pretty much at that point. You can't. They lose one more game, they probably would not make the playoffs. So anyway, people, and yes, I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens over the New York Jets in this game. That'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment. For my pick and analysis for the Week 7 2016 matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and New York Jets. And until next time, people, stay well.